Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Toplofty Lounge, episode 90 Conversations for the Elevated. Welcome to all my fellow snobs. I am your host, Science Fiction Snob, and this week on the program, I had a huge coughing fit just seconds before we started the show. I think I got over it. I don't know what happened. Had a drink of water. But this week on the show, we're going to be talking about science fiction news, and we're doing a new tool segment, a series that Cam has been working on for months, and well, weeks anyway, right? And we're going to debut it, and it might be a couple in the series. We'll see. I'm sure he'll tell us a little bit more about it. But before we do that, let me introduce my co-host. He is the king of all tools because he is the ruler. It's Cam. Say hello, Cam.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening. All right. Well, I guess we'll wait to get into the tool segment there. What Cam? What have you been doing this week, and how did you increase your level of sci-fi snobbery? Yes, tools. We say yes, tools.
Well, it's been a busy week for me. I've been chasing a lot of stuff. It's one of those worst of all worlds situations where I'm really busy but really not accomplishing anything. So I'm hoping that will change and I'll actually be able to accomplish something. But in terms of sci-fi, I've played some Eclipse this week, and that's always fun. And I have dug out uh, the Dune Imperium game, which I've played a lot, along with the X expansion, IX. And then I have a new expansion that I have not yet played that I was thinking about. So I've had the Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship on my coffee table for, well, pretty much months, playing that regularly. But I'm thinking about shifting that off and going back to Dune Imperium for a while.
So the ring is going to be banished, and it'll be
Well, I've destroyed
back
it
to
like
the
50
spice.
times, So,
Right?
yeah.
It's
Temporarily, I have it set up on a foam core board so I can easily move it. That's the dream for me, is to have all my favorite games pre-set up, so I just bring them to the table and then set them aside. I need to make a rack for these things, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, just before we get before we I'll do what I say what I said. Let's say hello to who's in the chat. Weatherman's in the chat. Hello, Weatherman. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. And Weatherman also gifted one membership.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And who got that membership? Who dat? Who dat got that? That's very appropriate. So hello to who dat in the chat. Who else? Dave is here, of course. Dave says, "Good evening, Dave. Good to see you." Who else? Did I miss anybody? Everyone else is being quiet. It says we got 10 people watching. The rest of you are all hiding. Gola beats the ring. Yeah, I guess. Well, for now, I guess. Yeah, you can say that. For me, I didn't do much. I got to say. I did see the latest Tron movie. Have you seen that one, Cam?
No, I haven't. It
Tron
kind of came and
Ares.
went. Kind of came and went,
Yeah,
didn't it?
Tron Ares. It's yeah, it's not that great. The visuals were nice. It's very similar to the Tron Legacy before that, but the storyline was very, they're going to bring in they're using a laser and they're going to bring in the people inside the computer outside into the real world, right? Before they'd laserize people, that they go inside the computer and then they come out, but they can only live for 29 minutes and then they fall apart, go back in the computer. So it revolves around somebody finding this character finds the permanence code, it's called, and that can make things live forever. And it revolves around that. Yeah, so I mean, pretty unrealistic, and that's about it. What can I say? The guy who played Tron seemed like a reasonably good actor. He seemed okay, likable. Maybe he's good in other stuff. Yeah, Tron Ares. Oy. Yeah, it just was not. Yeah, I don't recommend it. Nothing else to do. No, I don't know. It happens to be there, and there are no other movies to watch. Sure, go ahead, but not really worth it.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, did you have anything else, Cam? You did. Good.
No, no.
Yeah, that was a open ended.
Oh, the answer was no.
I don't hear anything, but your bubble is going. Are you on
Uh-oh.
mute or something? Problem with your
Can anyone hear me? Can anyone in the chat hear me, or is it just Snob?
check? Can you hear me? Maybe it's me.
Please, someone in the chat, give me a 1 if you can hear me. Okay, so I'm heard, but apparently Snob can't hear me. I can hear him, so I'm not sure what's going on. He likes to mute me usually, so he doesn't have to listen to me. But okay, so okay, I guess I will be
All
carrying the
right,
show.
I'm back.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah. My I think my headphones went funny for some reason. But I reset them, and yeah, we're working. All right, good.
All right.
I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear you. Couldn't hear.
I just had to listen to myself on the YouTube feed and am shocked and horrified at my voice. So I'm sorry, everyone.
Yes,
I'm gonna try.
no one sounds good.
Right.
All right. So yeah, I was saying, do you have anything else? Any?
No, I said my original answer was no. I actually don't have
I
anything
missed
else.
All right.
All right.
DKT prefers Tron Legacy. I think it's a better movie, but it's not a great movie. So yeah, let's say. Oh, who else is in the chat? Let's put some people are jumping out here. Memto More's in the chat. Good to see you. DTK. Good to see you. Everyone's okay. Who else? Green Girl, and she can hear us both. Good.
Okay.
And now we went. Then we both went silent. Now, all right. Well, we're back. All right. Here we go. We're good to go. All right. Well, before we get going, I just have to say one thing. Those of you who are, regulars of the channel know that Cam is very secretive about his life and what he is up to and the things that are going on. Well, I've spent the time and effort and considerable funds to have some people track him down and follow him. And I have a little clip here of a little video taken by my people, the daily of Cam and his daily life. So we're going to show that. Okay, let's do it. Cam, try not to be too embarrassed.
Okay.
If you want to comment and say what you're thinking,
no comment. No comment. No comment.
Feel free.
Never seen that woman before in my life. I'm not hearing any sound, by the way.
Oh, you're not? Oh,
no,
okay.
no sound, which is good. Less incriminating.
All right. Well, yeah, the sound didn't work. I got the sound on my end. All right, that's fine. Yeah. So, any comments?
Nope.
Cam on that? Deny everything.
All right. Those of you who hearing from my lawyer is all I will say.
Lawyer. So anyone watching the show not live, we'll probably have to cut that part out because it'll probably be copyright struck. But yeah,
there was no sound, so it won't. It won't pick
maybe
up.
Maybe without the sound, it'll be fine. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, it'd be good for everybody who's in the watching live gets that bonus. All right. Okay, Cam, are you ready to go to? You want to do tools? You ready for that?
Yeah, let's do this tool
Let's
segment. We
do
haven't had a
tools.
tool segment in a while.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, and this is you want to introduce this? I got the wrong. All right, I got it right.
You don't
Here
want
we
to sing?
go. Sorry.
Oh
Don't
God,
look
it's
at
no.
that.
Oh, don't
There we go.
nobody spoilers.
You want to introduce this segment? It's going to be a series or something.
Okay, so just because I like tools, we've done various tool segments. So this I was thinking about doing kind of the evolution of a toolkit, or maybe several toolkits. So I previously I had shown basically the makings, not my exact pocket carry that I have with me at all times of tools. But this is like a level above that. I made a kit for general purposes some years back. Actually, a friend and I did a challenge where it was how many. We started off with how many tools can we get in a. I think we had like a 1 pound package or something like that. And how many functions you can do. Anyway, it kind of grew into a toolkit. I actually carried the slightly earlier version of this around in my pocket in a jacket for a year to prove I could do it. Very very weighty brick in your pocket there. But this one that I currently carry in a pack with me wherever I go, at least in my vehicle, is what we'll be showing you tonight. I'm thinking about revising it or making another version of it that I'm going to refresh. So I thought I'd start out just by showing you what it currently is and kind of an overview of the tools and why I carry them, and then maybe a little bit of where I'm going. And then in future segments, show you what I've come up with from there.
Okay, so let me just clarify. So, our future segment's going to be changes to this kit, or is it going to be different kits, like your personal carry versus your, car carry versus?
Well, I might show you. I'm not sure yet. It might, because I don't know if I'm going to keep this kit together. I might completely I might. The other thing I come up with might be like, well, it kind of supersedes the purpose for this one. So there's I could have different kits, but it's like it's basically serving the same. There's no specific reason why I'd take one over the other. So I might get rid of it. So I'm not totally sure right now, but the general use is this is more than I would carry with me at all times, but short of what would be a dedicated toolkit that I would choose if I knew I was going to help somebody with a home repair or repair around my own house or something like that.
All right. Well, that's good enough for now. All right. Shall we move on to the?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's move on to the first thing.
Okay, well,
All right.
this is the outside of the pouch I carry. This is a Maxpedition. Well, I don't even remember what they call these, but the pocket organizer, I think, is what they call them. This one is rather large. I did measure it to size here. They have quite a few of these different things that look essentially the same, but this is one of the larger ones. They have ones that are deeper, but I think this is the largest current one. This is about 7.5 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide by currently, as it's packed, about 2.5 inches thick. And just to finish it out,
And this is
start.
this is specifically for tools.
No, it's really for, I don't know. It's for any kind of equipment you want to carry. People use these for all kinds of different things. This would fit like in a cargo pocket kind of thing, but right now it weighs 3 pounds, so it would be extremely uncomfortable to carry in a pants pocket like that. You could do it in a pinch, but like right now I carry it in like a slim backpack, like a light day pack kind of thing that I keep in my
Yeah. So Maxpedition is the name of the. I guess they're probably a outdoors company.
They make a lot of like tactical gear kind of stuff. They've been around a long time. They make very durable stuff. It tends to be kind of heavy, but you could find them on Amazon or on their website, maxpedition.com. I think it probably is. Maxpedition.com. And they have all kinds of different stuff, but they have backpacks and pocket organizers, a whole range of sizes. And actually, the other one that I do carry in my pocket currently, I had one from a company called Yellow Birch Outfitters, which was very nice. Carried it for a number of years. It was a little too big for my pocket, and they came out with another very small one that works really, really well. So I like that a lot. Okay, I just looked it up as we were talking here. This one is the EDC Pocket Organizer 5x7 is the one that I'm showing here, which you can apparently it's on sale right now.
On sale.
Yeah, on the Maxpedition website. So if you wanted to get that, but they probably have 3 or 4 others of the same style. And then, like I said, the one that I carry currently in my pocket is a new one that they just came out with, I think, last year, and it is really that one packs very well. So anyway, this is what I've been using for this toolkit for at least 5 years. Okay, so here it is, opened up. As you can see, it's kind of a two-sided thing, and you've got a lot of retaining straps. And I didn't take a picture of it empty, but basically each side has like a deep pocket that's 3/4 of the whole size. It's just an open pocket in the back, and then it has these elastic retainers. They're kind of on top of each other, like the one on the right has like 2 large ones and then 2 smaller ones on the front of each of the large ones, and the other one I think has 3 and 2, which you can kind of see there. But the organization isn't that important. It's whatever works for you. But anyway, you can this is showing all the items that are in it as packed currently. And actually, I after I unpacked it and repacked it, I kind of flip stuff around. So this is actually how it is right at this moment. Okay, so we can go to the next slide 3.
All right, next one.
Okay, so this is basically the stuff that's on the right side. And I'll just go through this somewhat briefly. We've got it's a Write in the Rain pencil. Write in the Rain is a cool company. They have obviously specializing in paper products and notebooks that do not smear or they don't degrade in water. They're meant to stand up to rain. And this is a pencil. It's a very heavy pencils are extremely weighty. I probably don't need that in there, but that's what I've got currently in there. It's got 0.07 or 0.7 millimeter lead. So good for that. Next to that, we have just your standard utility knife. This is the kind where you can break it off to, get the sharp end to it as you go. Then the next thing in the middle there, we've got, on either side of the T, that's by a company called Fix It Sticks, which they make. They kind of specialize in things for firearms or bicycles. That's going to be the two segments that they go for, but they also make general purpose tools. And I got onto them because I have a bike kit by them. They've got some cool stuff, but this is a ratcheting T handle, and there's basically a 1/4 inch hex on each of the ends of the T, the 3 ends of the T. And you can see on the one on the right there, I've actually got, that's a 1/4 inch square drive that I've got stuck in their adapter. But this particular one is a ratcheting one, so you could, quickly drive stuff, screwdriver kinds of things with that. And then on either side of that, the black slabs you can see there, it's kind of hard to see but it's filled with flat bits from Leatherman. That a wide variety that covers most things, and they're in here not because they're the best bits, but because they're the lightest bits. They're double-sided and flat, so they're significantly lighter per function than a regular 1/4 inch hex bit. I'm going to think about that and what I want to do for this other kit, and if I want to switch to something else and maybe use some of these for less common ones, and then go with more dedicated bits for things you're going to use more, your number 2 Phillips, for example, because the Leathermans have kind of a bad reputation for being a little softer. The heat treating on them is not great, apparently. So I haven't run into particular problems, but this is not a hard use kit that I have here. This is in a pinch kit. You just cut in if you have any questions on any of this, by the way. But
Sure.
then next,
I mean, it makes sense. You got all the bits, and then you don't need a screwdriver. You can just ratchet it, and it's perfect. You get like all your screwdriving things in that one little thing. That's cool.
And next,
what's with the tongue depressors?
Well, I'll get to that in a second. But next to the bits is the Leatherman flat bit driver extension. So the flat bits came about originally in the Leatherman Wave. I think they have a specific driver that's it's flat because they're trying to fit it into a multi-tool without taking up too much space. But this is the extension for that. Uh, and the nice thing about it is it goes to a regular quarter-inch hex, so you could put any bit in this. So it's basically that's designed to be able to fit in the Leatherman flat bit adapter and go to a regular quarter-inch hex bit. But it also fits the flat portion fits into a regular quarter-inch hex. So I have it as an extension, and also in here because sometimes the flat bits don't fit in a regular quarter-inch so well. Um, this is for that purpose because it does fit in that very well. Next to it, those are not tongue depressors; those are actually emery boards. So a little bit of abrasive there to be able to shape something soft like soft wood or plastic, things like that. And kind of along with that, under that is I forget what this is called. It's basically the an abrasive sponge kind of thing, kind of like what you have on the back of your dishwashing sponge.
Yeah, you can buy them for just to scrape stuff. The green ones,
Right.
I've seen them. You can just buy them at the, whatever Walmart.
Weatherman asks if I'm doing a tonsillectomy with the X-Acto knife. Only if necessary, but you never know. But having that's good for like cleaning things off. Like if just for example, if you had a rusty screw or something that you had taken out and you want to kind of clean it up, you can get that cleaned up kind of nicely. Or a battery terminal for your car battery, those often get corroded and you might want to clean it up. So having that kind of thing in there. Next to that,
so those emery boards are they're basically nail files, right? Like
exactly,
women's nail files that you can get.
And again,
probably super cheap.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff in here is because they're lightweight and disposable. It's like you use it, it's going to wear out relatively quickly. Dump it though, but having that option is kind of nice. A lot of these things were chosen because they're lightweight in this, relatively lightweight. Next to that, I have a card that has some the blue stuff on the top. It's this adhesive that kind of sticks to itself. So it would be like for if you had a leak in a hose or something like that, you could wrap it with that. And then on the bottom part of the card is just some Gorilla Tape. And then below that is just some regular duct tape. These, this little.
So those three things are all on a card.
Actually, the top two are the regular silver duct tape is separate. But yeah, I just, again, in order to be able to carry this as opposed to a small roll or something, I just, applied it to the card. Just is
that a card that it's not going to be adhesive? Like it's
yeah, it's like a credit card. One of these fake credit cards they send you in the mail when they're trying to get you to do whatever. Just a dummy credit card, essentially.
Repurposed.
Right, exactly. And then below that is a relatively recent addition. I've got a little calipers here, little brass calipers that you can measure interior, exterior things. That's pretty nice. It's a little heavy. I mean, it's small, but so a little bit of measurement, specific measurement power there. And then at the bottom, I just have some zip ties that are connected. Not shown actually in here. I have a spool of stainless steel wire. Again, to be able to.
I'll just go back. Yeah, you can see it right there at the top.
Yeah, right. To be able to effect repairs. Oh, you also see. Sorry, in that last. Yeah, I've also got a few paper clips stuck in there. Again, same kind of thing in case I need to use some wire to fabricate a little repair of any sort.
Yeah, you could just wrap them. They're also used like, if you had to, you could just unwrap them completely, right, and wrap them with a pair of pliers or something like that, right?
Right. Yep.
And also, you always have your you got your phone and you have to reset it or something, and they get the little tiny hole. You need a paper clip to go in it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You got one.
Yep. PB's asking about would a piece of sandpaper be better than the abrasive sponge? They'd both be good. Actually, you know what? I'm going to write that down. The emery board is what I was thinking, is kind of replacing the sandpaper, but it wouldn't be bad to have a few small pieces of sandpaper. I could cut them to size to fit in there real nicely. Maybe put them in a piece. Actually, sorry, go ahead.
They'd probably be the same weight, maybe less because they're sandpaper versus, board.
Yeah, but, it would be very light. And the stuff I have in there is in a plastic bag. To keep it from scratching up other stuff, or because again, this is in a car, it's bouncing around all the time. But cutting some pieces of sandpaper to put in there that's a great idea. A couple extras, having a few more options. Again, it weighs nothing. So, yeah. Okay, we can go to the fourth. Okay, so here's the other side. It's got a few other tools. Um,
This is the heavy stuff.
yeah, a little bit more. So the first thing I've got there is a tube of super lube, which somebody I saw somebody on EDC channel do that. It's food grade, so if you happen to get it on something, you don't have to worry about it. But it's supposed to be pretty good. I think it's I forget what the basis of it. Anyway, it's again, if you got a stuck bolt or something, you could get a little bit. I used to carry a WD-40 pen in here. Actually, I had it on the outside, and I just replaced it with this somewhat recently. But I like this form factor. It's little. You could apply it, in a few
So it's
dots.
lubrication, right?
Yep, yep.
So not
Uh,
no like I first thought it was a super glue, something.
uh,
But I guess you've got tape.
right. Super glue is something people carry, and I have carried super glue in it before. If I could probably show you on there where it leaked in
Yeah.
this pack in the past. The pro tip, if or amateur tip, I guess, always puts the super glue, the little disposable tubes in another package, another small plastic bag or something, because they will leak. Then, as I mentioned, right in the
You've
rain.
got fasteners already in there. You've got tape and stuff in there already.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of glue, to be honest with you. Certainly, there are
Yeah.
some times when it would be the thing to use, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd always prefer to use a fastener if I could, but sometimes, in a pinch, it works. Next to that, we have the little notebook there, which is a Right in the Rain notebook. I really like the size. I carry it in my daily carry as well, the same size. Just in case, got to write notes or do calculations or something for some kind of repair. And then next to that, I have the 5-inch Knipex water pump pliers. Now, I think I showed the 4-inch Cobra XS pliers in the past when I was talking about my pocket kit. That's what I carry in my pocket, and those 4-inch ones are extremely capable. I've used them on bolts far beyond what their torque value should be, and it works. This is a 5-inch one, even better. You could do some real work with this thing. It is a very robust tool. I can't recommend it highly enough. A 5-inch one might be my favorite, but the 7-inch one is also great. All of them are great. And you can't see on there, but it's got very sharp teeth on it, but it is cut out in a form that it can clamp onto a hex nut or bolt very well if you need to. Um, PB's asking if I carry electrical tape or black friction tape. I don't. I In some other kits I do carry electrical tape. Like I do have an electrical tape roll, and electrical tape is good for other things. That's also not a bad idea to add to that card. Having a variety of those is a good idea. Um, and let's see. Okay, so then next to that, I have the Knipex. I think this is the 6-inch pliers wrench. And now these, I probably could get rid of one of these, but again, sometimes you have to work a nut and bolt on two sides of things. So this one is much more. This is an adjustable wrench improved. Adjustable wrenches. That's what I used to carry in this kit. In fact, was a regular, 6-inch adjustable wrench, and this one is pretty much better in every way. Either you get the clamping, you can get on and off of a bolt or nut a lot quicker. Um, and and it's not as likely, if you want to strip a if you want to strip a nut, adjustable wrench is a great way to do it, whereas you don't have that problem with this really holds very, very well. And again, you could do some, you could see that it's adjustable, that can get, you could get on a very large nut with this, and it's long enough, you get a good amount of leverage on there, so it punches well above its weight. Sorry, did you have anything?
No. I was gonna. My question was gonna be why the two very
Yeah,
similar.
and again, you could get away with just one probably, and if my lighter weight version, I might do that, and depending on my selection of things, I might go with just one of those kinds of pliers.
Yeah, the smaller one's adjustable as
Yes,
well, right?
yeah, and that could get on. at least I don't remember what it goes up. I think you get on a 1 inch, at least a 1 inch nut or bolt head. A little bit greater.
I hate my adjustable wrenches.
Yeah, they suck. I mean, it's
They suck. They got the little thing where you turn with your thumb, and that never works.
right.
It always
Yeah, it's
slips
always
and
loose. Or yeah, it's like you get it on there, and if you do tighten it down, then okay, now you got to take it off to get to, if you're working in a confined space or whatever, you can't just spin 360.
I never
No,
stayed.
it's terrible. It's this.
And then you just move your thumb one way, and you don't even know if it's too big or too small, and you're like,
Yeah, I mean, it was great. It is a versatile tool, but it's just inferior. And the pliers wrench here, the bigger one, with the silver, you could kind of, there isn't a ratchet in it, but the way that it opens is you could loose, when it's like you tighten one direction, and then when you're going back the other direction, you kind of let it go slack, and it will like ride around the bolt, and then you tighten up again. So it's almost like a ratcheting action. So meaning you could go back and forth without having to reset, take it off and put it back on. So it really works nicely, especially if you get the hang of it. Okay. So in the top right there, then we have just a 6-foot Stanley, good old Stanley tape measure there. I have a few different ways. Actually, the back of the Right in the Rain thing has a little tape measure on it. And then, the calipers I had on the other side did, but nothing beats a tape measure. 6 feet, not really good for a lot of things, but far better than nothing. But I can't get a larger one in this pack, essentially.
Yeah, that may be. They're heavy too,
Yep.
usually.
Okay, so then next to the pliers wrench, we have just a magnetic pickup, extendable pickup, because I guarantee you, if when you don't want to drop something, it will drop into the place that is the hardest to get. I wish I had room for a mechanical gripper of some sort in here, but I don't, so I have the magnetic one. And then next to that are these are DeWalt nut drivers. So the one with the black, these are flip sockets or flip sockets. So each of them is double-ended, different sizes. And the black ones there are metric. I think it's 7, 8, 10, and 13. I think are the ones on that. And then the gray one there is English, imperial, quarter, 5/16, 7/6, or 3/8 and 7/16 and 3/8. So those are both going to be replaced because I have a more versatile. Well, I have two other options that, you'll see, but those are on the block to be out of here. I'll find some other use for them, and then next to that, I just have a spare toothbrush. Again, cleaning threads, things like that. A million uses on something you might want to use that again with maybe in combination with the lubrication. Clean something up, get inside again on the inside of your battery terminal cable. I find that it's kind of good to be able to clean stuff up. Another thing that might go well in here would be some Q-tips. I use those a lot for cleaning stuff up.
Yeah, and good oil hygiene.
Well, there's always that too, but yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then on the very bottom, I have a broken piece of hacksaw and a little duct tape wrapped around it. That's kind of something hanging on, and I just put some duct tape over the blade there to keep it from abrading everything in the pack. And then lastly, I have my tried and true. This isn't the first Swiss tool, Victorinox Swiss tool I have. I have the very first one, but this is the Swiss Tool X. And PB, I did have a WD-40 pen on the outside. I do like WD-40, and there's actually at some point I could talk about different products for that. There's the 3-in-1 brand. I really like some of their stuff. Their silicone lubrication I use for things like hinges and stuff like that. That one works really well. They also have some graphite based ones that I like, but I've never had great luck with the pen. It seems to dry up really quick. The small spray bottle is good, but it's it's too big for this, so that's why I've been going with the super loop. But certainly in a pinch, any WD-40 is good for general purposes. Okay, so the uh, the Swiss tool here. This I don't know. I could probably do a whole show about the Swiss tool, but this was a big innovation at the time when it came out. I like this multi tool a lot. It's got a great selection of tools on it, but this one's also on the block. I would like to remove it from this kit. I've had a few different multi tools in this kit over the years, and it's hard to beat with the selection of tools it has. But a multi tool is just not a regular tool. It's never going to match one. Um, uh, Hoot Owl, just to answer your question, that's a different kind of kit. All good options, though, from what you're talking about. Um, uh, but a different kind of kit. This is a toolkit specifically, not an EDC or other kind of kit. Um, so anyway, I'm trying to get rid of it. It has kind of like these don't have like really sharp needle nose pliers on it. They're kind of a hybrid between a needle nose and a regular. But the reason it's in here currently is because one of the most challenging things for these mini toolkits that I've had is a good file and saw, where Leatherman, I think, and Victorinox both have excellent saws and files, and I really like them on this tool. But most of the other stuff I don't need. I have other pliers in here. I have other drivers. I don't need the can opener and bottle opener. Um, there's a chisel in there that's really nice. But it's a big part of the weight of the whole thing. And so I might consider a different lighter multi-tool, but I think I'd like to eliminate the multi-tool in general. And what I want to replace for the saw is the like the jigsaw blades, but I have not been able to find a small light handle for retaining those anywhere. There's some larger ones, but that's something I've really been in the market for. So if anybody knows of one, or like the Sawzall blades that can hold Sawzall blades, because I would prefer those, something like that. And they have a wide variety. You can get like carbide ones, and ones for wood and ones for metal, and all kinds of different things. They're wide, huge selection of those, and I could probably fit that in here rather than the broken hacksaw blade. But that's something I'm looking to upgrade in general. Okay, I've talked a lot there. I will briefly end with saying that a few things I do have in mind to add. I want to add an awl or a small uh, punch, a small chisel, some nitrile gloves I need to add in here. As I mentioned, I'm going to be upgrading the nut drivers, and then I wrote down the sandpaper that PB had mentioned, and there will probably be a lot of others too. And like I said, I have another kit that I'm kind of putting together that is a little more conventional in some ways, rather than kind of a pocket kit. And I don't know where I'm going to end up, so you can enjoy the journey with me as I figure out what I'm doing, and I'll probably have a few intermediate steps, but this is where we're at right now.
All right. Death Angel Shadow says you should see my toolkits. Based on that, I just posted up in the Discord. I put up a new topical discussion tools, and hey, I mean, if anybody wants to post their tool kit porn up in there,
It's
go
prawn.
right ahead. Everybody can post it. Yes, everybody can post it up there and look at everybody else's toolkits. Why not?
Absolutely,
Why
I
the heck
love
not?
that. Oh,
We
I'm sorry. I was just
so
going to
go ahead.
say the new organizer I mentioned from Maxpedition is called the Platy. They have a couple different sizes, and some like that are like shaped for front pockets versus rear pockets. So if you want something a little more pocket carryable, check those out.
So in the army, we did something like this, but basically took a sardine can, which is about the size of a credit card, maybe slightly bigger than that, and then we would put in a survival kit, which is you've been captured by the enemy and you've escaped, and all you've got is this kit. So we had to fill it with stuff, fishing line. I think mine had a saw, a saw on two
Like a wire saw.
two wire saw on two key
Mhm.
rings, and you can just, I mean, not the greatest thing, but it had to fit in the sardine can, right? A bunch of other stuff, water purification stuff. But, yeah, put water purification tabs, stuff like that. Yeah, it's good fun. Lots more than this, though. I don't think there was any tools in it. It was all, snare wire. You seal it by wrapping it with duct tape, and then you can reuse that duct tape for something.
Yeah, I've got, like I said, those I have those and other that kind of stuff and other things. I've segregated a little bit. What I carry in my pocket includes some of those kinds of elements along with tools.
Yeah. All right. So this you've got this. Okay, so that's
look,
the.
it's they've actually got
pocket
they
organizer.
got some
there. You
2-for-1
can fill it up.
sales
All right.
going on.
All right,
Unfortunately,
awesome.
and they could sponsor us if they want, right?
Yeah, sure, of course. I didn't tell Cam this. It was going to be a surprise, but I hit up a couple of tool places for sponsorship. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so that's it for the show.
Oh no, I've gone too long. That's
no, that's good. We're 43 minutes in. That's awesome. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. And so, what are we going to see next time? Maybe not next week, but another week in the future. We are going to see what.
I think maybe I'll
segment?
start out. Maybe I'll start out with here's other pieces I'm considering, and kind of have a broad selection, and then go from there, and see what might fit.
Because I would like to see your your different kits that you would be, the car kit, the whatever.
Well, I have a lot of that too. Again,
it'd be interesting.
Okay.
I think that you could. I mean, if somebody was to package this up and put this and then sell it as a kit to lazy people, like lazy people like me who can't go through all this to put it all together. You could maybe, hey, here's a kit. It's got everything you need in it. Boom.
I would do that in a minute. I would love to order and put together kits and sell them for a modest profit.
That's right.
Or free. I don't care.
People would do it. People would go for it, right? Like, you've
Well,
got,
I mean,
this kit has how many years of experience in this kit?
Well, quite a few. I mean, I probably put the original one together at least 10 years ago, and I have I have used this thing. Like my mother needed her toilet fixed. I use this kit. It's what I had on me, and that's what I use.
So you could say it's 10 years of in the field testing, stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah, and the reality, I think I mentioned that I have a home. I put together a much larger home tool bag. And my goal is that when I have a home repair to do, I pick that up and I go to it, and I've failed if I have to go and get another tool, from somewhere. And the trick is, the reality is you can get by with tools, but man, if you have the right tool for the right job, it makes things a lot better. But
so much easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I was fixing some floor heating system and stuff, it's like, well, this this was buried behind here. I needed a very specialized wrench to get to it, and I couldn't do it with this kit. It's just I couldn't reach it, but in a pinch, I mean, it's like 90% of the jobs you're going to do are not going to be that specialized. I'll tell you what, the one, if you want quick tip, if you have a car, in my experience, being able to change your battery is the most important thing, because I've had to do that multiple times, usually at a game convention for some reason, but on the fly with the tools I've got. And so if you want to build a kit for your car, toolkit for your car, make sure you can do that function. All the tools you need for that as a starting point.
I got to get myself one of the mechanical grabber there. I was working. It was a couple of weeks ago. I was putting the snow thrower on my my snow machine, a little garden tractor, and I dropped the the stupid bolt that I was using. I dropped it in the well between the battery and like there's a little well, and it just slipped right in there perfectly. I'm like, God damn! I had just put the battery back in. I had taken it out and got a new battery and put the new battery. I'm like, I'm gonna have to wrestle this stupid battery all the way out. But luckily, I was able to reach with my fingers. I got lucky.
See, the magnetic
but yeah, I was like, oh my
there.
God. I know. I was like 15 minutes to put this stupid battery, take it all out and put it back in. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Luckily, what Huda was saying, almost every modern car is metric. So, at number 10 or a 10 millimeter and a 13 millimeter will get you a long way with a lot of things. But a lot depends on what, some have preferences. Some might use a 12 or something, but metric is the way to go for modern cars. Obviously not, Imperial's basically dead for that.
Yeah. Hoot Owl. What's in OIF? What's OIF? I don't know what that is. I'm just curious. Okay. Yeah, baseline sockets for your car. A snow thrower. Is that anything like a snowblower? No. Well, yes, but it's a snow blower, but it goes on the front of your lawn tractor, your garden tractor. Because my thing is just so long, and so instead of walking, put it on the front of your garden tractor, and you do that way. Yeah, it's like it's a poor man's tractor to plow your driveway. That's what we need here.
PB, I carry a Leatherman rescue tool, or I actually have it. It's a little Molly case that I have it attached to my seatbelt, so it sits down like where it latches, into the car. That has a glass breaker and a seatbelt cutter on it.
Cool.
But are you? Maybe you're talking about
that next time.
Oh, okay, sure. I can. It's discontinued. I will.
Can't get it.
I don't think you can get it anymore, but I will.
Because it'd be good for breaking into cars too.
Don't tell Antifa.
Yeah, I won't tell them. I mean, use it against them.
Yeah, because
recommendations for a tire inflator.
Oh, well, okay. So
be like the small. Are you thinking like the small? They have a bunch of them that are like the size of power drills, and they just be used that way. Is that what you mean, Dave?
I got a new inflator around Christmas, and I have tried it, and it's worked out pretty well. I will make a point to dig. I'll make a note on that, and I will dig out what I've got for that and share it with you. I forget the name of it right now.
All right, good. Future tool segment. All right. Okay, that's it. I guess that's all. All right, we'll head on to the various sci-fi news that's been going on. We're just going to take it easy. Talk about what's been going on in the sci-fi world. Cam, are you aware that there's a new Highlander movie coming out? Did you hear about
Well, I've heard rumors about it, but I really haven't followed it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I haven't followed it much either. The first one is pretty good. OIF, Operational Iraqi Freedom.
Oh, Operation. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a whole different level of stuff.
So that's what you used. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So Highlander. So I mean, the first you saw the first movie.
Yep.
Did you?
Yeah, way back in the day.
It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know that. Do you need to do a remake? I don't know. What are your thoughts?
No, I don't think you need to. They also had a successful TV show that was on for a lot of years, and I don't think it's needed, but I don't think it's the worst idea either. I mean, I'm not like dying for a remake, but
yeah. The TV show, I think it was 4 seasons. Duncan MacLeod, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch it back in the day, or really well done. The sequels to the first movie were not so well done, but the original was quite well done. Now, I'm just reading here. It appears that it's going to be, it's pretty much almost a remake of the original. The script is very similar. It says here, blah blah blah. Centuries after his first death on a Scottish battlefield, Immortal warrior Connor McLeod lives quietly in the modern world, haunting the cycle of violence amongst his kind. When the ruthless immortal Kurgan resurfaces, backed by a secret organization bent on unlocking the secrets of eternal life, Connor's forced back in the game. So that seems like pretty much the same, except there's some sort of organization behind him to, kill him, as opposed to before they were just hunting each other.
I don't like the side. I don't like the sound of that at all.
I don't know if that's the only difference that I could tell from it. Yes, who's playing the Kurgan? And Dave is correct. It is Batista. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good. I mean, Cavill is a good choice. He seems like a pretty good choice for that.
Batista sucks.
Batista, I don't know. Guess who is playing the Sean Connery?
Is it Liam Neeson?
No.
That wouldn't have been a bad choice, though.
Russell Crowe.
Okay.
I think he fits in there. He fits. He could do that. He's done Gladiator. He can do that. I don't know. Yeah, Batista. The original was what's his name? Do you know who the original Kurgan was? Was that Clancy Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I can't see anybody else. When I saw him, I'm like, oh, geez, he's evil, man.
Yeah. It was.
So good.
I saw a video. Somebody did a feature on him in that role, and it was about the Kurgan and everything, and it was really good. He was pretty young when he played that part, I think.
Yeah,
he was in his 20s.
Scarred up, and he did a good job. Yeah, Dave's right. Russell Crowe. Cavill Hunter is more supposed to extended fight scenes and more mythical parts. Might be good. I mean, who knows? But I mean, I do see, Clancy Brown or somebody like larger than life. I don't really see Batista as larger than life like that. Like he's a good, he's a fine Drax. But I didn't really see. He was in the Dune movie and he was playing Raban. I don't think he was. I mean, he did okay, but it could have made him a little. Could have been a little more psycho, a little more. Yeah. Is this Highlander 2? The quickly be a remake of the first one? Because in the Highlander 2 is. What happened? Highlander 2 was
it was an abomination.
It was. They had to block out the sun, or they had blocked out the sun.
It was garbage.
Or they came back somehow. This is supposed to be the original. I mean, this was kind of crazy. The third one wasn't as bad with the setup, because some guy who, I don't know, he was 3,000 years old and somewhere, and he comes back to life. They dig him out of a tomb or something, and he's alive or something like that. It makes a little bit more sense, but maybe not. You don't see Batista. Yeah, I don't think he's not quite as good. And Kurgan just had this look in his face, and he was kind of roughed up and stuff. He looked, yeah. Anyway, yes, happy Halloween, ladies. Yeah, that's a great line, eh? Yeah. All right. There is no Highlander 2. Yes, preferably not. Now, Cam, I understand that you're a fan of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, in fact, I am.
What do you think about this? The Hunt for Gollum.
I don't know. I have some level of trust in the Peter Jackson gang, which I think is working on this, right?
I believe so.
And Andy Serkis is involved. So, I'm not against it per se. There was somebody made a fan movie called The Hunt for Gollum years ago that was actually pretty good. I mean, boy, this is probably at least 10 years ago now. It was pretty good. What are they going to do with this? I mean, I do like all these kind of side stories within, the Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's world. But I'm not sure it's all that compelling on its own. I don't know. It's like what. I mean, I know exactly what happens because they describe it in the books. But I just don't know that it's the making of a movie. I guess they're probably going to build
Yeah,
some other stuff around it, about Aragorn and such.
or make up some stuff to throw in,
Well,
like in The Hobbit.
yeah. Well, see, a lot of the stuff that was in The Hobbit, well, was based on stuff,
Like,
that happened off screen.
yeah,
I,
yeah. Like I didn't mind The Hobbit. I enjoyed The
yeah,
Hobbit movies for what
I
it
thought
was,
they were
but
okay.
that's not really part.
I think it could have been 2 movies, not 3, but I liked the stuff that
Yeah.
they did with Dol Guldur, for example, because that was, well, it was going on. It wasn't going on like that. It was much more extensive. It was basically another huge battle. But what they could do, what I would like to see with this is if they did, if the actual part with Gollum was kind of just the thing that the rest of the story revolved around. Because what I would really like to see is Aragorn and his involvement. He's the chieftain of the Rangers, right? That's the chieftain of the Dunedain. Um, and his interaction with it, because there's all this story going on where the Rangers are protecting the Shire. Basically, they're working with Gandalf and Aragorn, and they're like keeping a watch on the Shire because they know they don't know the ring's there, but they know that they're told to keep a watch on the Shire, right? And so there's a lot of that kind of stuff they can kind of bring in, and in that time Sauron is basically turned on them. They don't know that yet, of course, but and his spies and everything that's going on, and you could have them interacting at Bree, and then Thranduil is involved, and you could see Legolas there, and all this other stuff that could be cool additions, that are actual canon, proper canon. So that's what I would like if they did that. And then the thing with Gollum is just kind of running throughout. It's a thread that runs throughout. Then I think that would be potentially good.
So McClellan, who's going to be 87 when they start filming, is going to play Gandalf. Now, there's no idea how much he's in there, because here's a bit of the story. I think he probably only plays a very minor role, because it says here, Gandalf the Grey calls upon Aragorn, still known as the Ranger, to track the elusive creature whose knowledge of the whereabouts of the ring could tip the balance towards the Dark Lord Sauron. So I assume it's going to be primarily Aragorn, maybe, at the beginning of the movie or something, Gandalf says, hey, go find that guy in the ring. He's like, okay, see you later. But he is going to be in the
ring. And again, that did happen. Aragorn did capture him and basically drag him across the continent, on this mission. So that is, actual legitimate part of the story.
And Gandalf is being recast. I didn't see this in the article, but they didn't say he was coming back, so I assume they're probably getting some new. This is all about, hey, Ian McKellen's coming back, but yeah, sounds like it. Can you wait 18 months or more? December 17th, 2027.
Well, time flies. Time flies, so.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Yeah. Anything could be good. They're supposed to start filming in this July.
Okay.
They haven't even started filming yet.
So. Here's the thing. All of these people, again, I would be surprised if they didn't want to have Legolas in it, but Orlando Bloom is like pushing 50 at this point, right? I think. Viggo Mortensen has got to be in his 60s, right? At least. It's not 70.
And these guys are big stars.
Yeah,
they're big stars.
But they're just too. They do have to recast these things. But unlike most people, I actually liked the animated War of the Rohirrim. I thought it was pretty good. It's not that it was flawless or anything like that, but I like, as I said when we started talking about this, I don't mind having a reasonable amount of latitude given for these kind of focused in stories. I think there's less latitude with this one actually than there was with the War of the Rohirrim. But if they don't break the continuity or what Tolkien wrote, I'm okay with it. If they add in stuff that is just never seen, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The difference. It's like adding in something that's plausible to have happened that wasn't specified by Tolkien is different than contradicting something he's done.
Yeah, of course.
I'm okay with the one and not with the other, obviously.
And and there's a and Tolkien might have written something that was, oh yeah, and then this happened over here, and then you have got wide latitude to interpret exactly how it
Right.
happened, or within reason. Yeah, of course. I mean, I generally agree. I haven't seen the War of the Rohirrim left yet. I've got it on my PVR. I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah, I recommend it. I did a review for Jason on that.
Yeah, you thought it was pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Oh, so okay. So in the article, Alan says that he is putting on all the stuff to be Gandalf. So he is going to appear in the film. It won't be just some voiceover or something. So he's actually
like they did with oh my god,
Adrian Webster plays Aragorn. Oh. Yeah, I don't have that here, but I don't deny it. Yeah.
I can't remember names anymore. Christopher Lee. That's how old I'm getting. Christopher Lee, like, he was in The Hobbit, and they had to film that in the UK, I believe, because again, he was getting really, really old. It was not too long after that he died, as I recall. They could do the same thing with Ian McKellen. He's not going to run around New Zealand, for months at this point.
He says, he says they're beginning in July, which he says sucks because it's winter there. But apparently, he says everything he's doing is pretty much inside. He's not going to be running around. It's going to be on a sound stage. So he's not.
Well, it sounds like he's in better shape than if he's going to New Zealand to actually do it. He's still able to travel and such. Jeez. Yeah, that's getting up there. But I think that'll be. I mean, who wouldn't like to see a little more from him as Gandalf, right? He did a great job. So yeah, I'm not gonna prejudge it, in any bad way.
No, and if you were 87 and you could still do the things you like to do, and people like, sure, why not?
Right.
Yeah. Like, what am I going to do? Sit in my house waiting to die? No, I'll go to New Zealand and see some stuff. Might as well. Yeah, I know Patrick Stewart. I'm not sure what shape. I haven't seen him, but what shape he's in. Yeah, he seems a little. Yeah. Okay, let's. Anything else about this? Move on to the next one. I don't know if you like this next one as much. He-Man, Masters of the Universe. What are your thoughts on this movie? I know you kind of were giving me the.
I don't know. I mean, some of it looks okay in some ways, but I don't know why they're going the route they're going with it. I think I mean, if I had to bet, I'd say this is 80% going to be an abomination.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know that. I can't say, but I think all the warning signs are there. it's gonna be.
I'm actually a little more positive than you. Jared Leto is playing Skeletor, and they were just going to make him wear this skull mask thing, and he said, "Screw that." Oh no, sorry, not him. The director said that. No, we're not putting a mask. He's going to actually living, talking, emoting skull. We're going to do that. But I mean, I saw some of the trailer was like they had sort of the pronoun he and him on his desk. But I think that was kind of a joke to the He-Man thing. I don't know if that was, but we'll see. Supposedly the story is Leto is doing Skeletor because he loves the character and he wants to do it. So, I mean, Skeletor's the big thing in this. Like, if you do him right. So the story is that Prince Adam has been separated for 15 years. However, his home is shattered under the fiendish rule of Skeletor. Closest allies Tila, Man at Arms, and his finds his true destiny as He-Man. I assume saves the world. So, I don't know. I think my daughter she saw a trailer for it. She's like, "Hey, that looks pretty cool. You should see that one." And I'm like, "Oh, you're interested in it? Okay, well, that's interesting." Weatherman says he's cautious. Okay, we're going back a little bit. Cardamom on nerve damage, mobility issues during Wrath of Khan. I see the bridge who gets out of the chair. You see he hobbles up. Yeah. He-Man was already burned by Kevin Smith's cartoon. Can't trust Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, I'm Cam says 30%. I'm maybe the 50% category, but I think it's kind of a wait and see. Yeah, it's hoping. I think it said July 5th it was coming out, so it's coming this summer. So we'll see. They have screwed He-Man over. Stop tying Earth and Eternia together.
Well, okay. I think from the earliest days of He-Man, though, Prince Adam's mother was from Earth, as was Evelyn, and I think Beastman too. I know Evelyn for sure, and Adam's mother were from Earth somehow, by some strange circumstance. But I will agree that what they seem to be doing here doesn't, I don't like it. There's a big problem.
I don't. It all depends on the details.
Yeah, I mean, it could be okay, but Masters of the Universe has a big problem in that their continuity isn't well established. It's all kind of it came from a lot of different places, and it didn't get locked down very well, and there doesn't seem to be. I'm not sure I've looked into this a little bit, because I'm interested in it, and I've read various like the comics like that came with the things. There was a collected edition put out and such, and I don't know if you could say, yeah, this is the correct canon, versus like with GI Joe, for example. In my mind, it's very clear that the comics are the correct canon for that. The cartoon came afterwards. The toys didn't have a continuity before the comics gave it to them. So in that case, it's very clear. But with Masters of the Universe, it doesn't seem quite as clear.
Yeah. So they got a little bit of freedom to. Yeah, I mean, cautiously optimistic. I don't know. Do you know this? The actor who's playing He-Man, Nicholas Galazantine. I don't know if I pronounced that correct. He's kind of a newcomer. Like I don't think he's been in anything else. I don't remember seeing him before. It seems strange. Put a newcomer like they did. Like the last time they did He-Man, it was Dolph Lundgren. Right? It was He-Man. He was already established.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't mind that as a general practice. In fact, I kind of like that, but I'm not sure. It's like he doesn't seem He-Man enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I like that too. I like bringing new guys, but does he have the? And for me, it's the presence. Not right. I mean, I don't know if he has the physical presence or even the presence. Now, the trailer I saw a trailer. Yeah, that doesn't mean.
And he's not. Where you see him talking and stuff, right? He's Adam.
Yeah. So maybe. So maybe he does have it. Maybe he's toning it down but who knows?
Yeah, I just wouldn't bet on it.
It seems a bit of a long shot. But all right. How about the Batman 2?
Okay. I actually liked this is the one with Sparkly Vampire Boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson. Right. I actually liked
you liked the Batman?
I did. Which
really?
Yeah. And I do not like the Nolan Batmans.
Oh, really?
And now that's not to say that I think there's no problem. I think there are criticisms of it, but in general, I thought it was a better representation of Batman. The Pattinson, rather than the Christopher Nolan.
I enjoyed the Nolan one, but I enjoyed this one too. For me, it's something different. I didn't like. A lot of people are like, I don't like it, but I didn't have a problem with it. It's a different take, a more gritty. Even when the Nolan ones came out, people were like, "Oh wow, this is about gritty Batman," and this is even grittier. But yeah, I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd be willing to. I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it on one service or another. Um, I might consider going to see the second one in the theater, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. So these guys are squirrely, so it's hard to say what they're gonna do.
There's been some. Okay, so first of all, it looked like they were going to do something. It was going to focus on the Joker,
Okay,
because they
well,
had the Joker movie come out, and then but that looks very much, excuse me, that looks very much like the Dark Knight, right? So the word is, and this is kind of rumor, that it's focusing more on like Harvey Dent's going to be in there, but also
please,
Gilda.
please let that be the case. I am so
Well,
sorry.
Gilda Dent has been uh, cast. Who she is, right?
No,
You've seen the Long Halloween?
no,
Huh?
I didn't remember. I have this huge
You
hole
didn't
in my
see the Long
Batman.
Halloween?
No, and I didn't read it either. This is something I need to rectify.
Okay. So should I not mention it then?
No,
Is
go
movie
ahead. That's
spoiler?
well, maybe not, but
So the Long Halloween Part 1 and 2 is Batman search,
mhm.
and it's not who you think. Anyway, so if Gilda Dent is in that, supposedly she's in there. Who's hard. If she's in there, then it hints that they might be doing something closer towards, the Long Halloween, Hush, those sort of things. There's been a rumor that Phantasm is going to be in the movie as well.
Mm.
That maybe was it Scarlett Johansson was cast as
Oh yeah, somebody said that.
Phantasm. Pushes a different line away from this whole the Joker stuff
Okay,
to something different,
I,
which would be interesting.
my odds of going to see this in the theater drop to near zero if it's the Joker. It rises to near
Yeah, because it'll kind of be the same.
it rises to near 100 if it's Two-Face. In my
So
opinion, the Joker should be shelved for 20 years across the board, 10 years at least across the board. The Joker is so incredibly overused and it's really not that interesting to begin with. Harvey Dent / Two-Face is far more interesting as a character. I would take Two-Face every day over the Joker.
I don't mind the Joker, but it's just he's been done. We need you need to do a bit different stories, and I don't count Nolan didn't really do justice, I think, to Harvey Dent, and
No.
Two-Face in the earlier movies, that in the Schumacher ones was not really
Oh God.
it was it's not that serious. So okay, so Scarlett Johansson is in it. I'm assuming there's rumors that she's going to be Phantasm or something, but we don't know. Sebastian Stan is supposedly in it. Colin Farrell is in it. Now I'm assuming that he's going to be the Penguin, because Andy Serkis is also in this, and Jeffrey Wright. So if you look at that, I mean, you kind of implying that the Penguin is going to be involved somehow.
I like the relatively modern take on the Penguin. When I say modern, maybe last almost 20 years or something, where he's like much more of the crime boss.
Yeah, me too.
Than than the super
The
villain.
Umbrella was always like, okay, give me a break.
Yeah, yeah, right. Again, it's okay, but traditionally I'm a Riddler and Two-Face fan. Those are the ones I really like. I said I liked.
Did you like the Riddler in this first movie?
No, I didn't really.
Really?
That's I still like the movie, and when I say liked it, I'm giving it a C plus B minus kind of thing. I didn't like the Riddler in that. I don't know. There have been some portrayals of the Riddler that have been really good in the comics, and I wish it would have been a little better, but.
So I wasn't so much on the character of the Riddler, but at least in this Batman movie, the Batman, At least the riddles were difficult to figure out, and it wasn't like a joke or you know
Well,
a dad joke.
that's the one thing I liked about uh, the Batman was it, and a criticism I had of Nolan once is I thought that he what Batman's primarily about is being a detective, and if you're not representing
Right,
that well, then you're not doing Batman right, in my opinion. I mean, if I was to say
right,
what's the truest representation of the Batman or Batman, um, go back to the kind of the 70s detective stories, like maybe 60s and 70s, with when um Denny O'Neil was writing it, and a lot of those stories in that era were really, really great, when it was really, crime detective stuff, as opposed to Justice League Batman, you know what I mean? It's just a different feel and where he belongs.
yeah. Detective Batman versus
Right,
superhero Batman.
right. Yeah,
I
and
mean,
the thing
I agree.
that's where this whole thing of like, oh, if Batman has time, he could do whatever. It's like, yeah, he's in the wrong pool at that point. You know what I mean? He's always been part of the Justice League. From the well, at least the original Justice League, he was. So I can't say he doesn't belong in the Justice League, but it's really not where. I mean, he kind of dominated the Justice League for a lot of its time, but it's just not thematically the same, and this is where you get the weird elevation of Batman. It's like, oh, Batman could beat Superman. It's like, no. It's like how it should have ended. It's like, oh, here's what happens. He just gets burned to a crisp because he's not Superman, and that doesn't.
He's just a
Right.
guy.
And I like them elevating Batman to some degree, but it's like Batman should not be anywhere on Apocalypse fighting Darkseid. Yeah, that's just stupid when you're doing that kind of thing. That's not his environment. He's a city level here, crime fighter. That's where what Batman's really about. And I think he works. It would behoove them to keep him in that zone for most of where he's presented.
I mean, I don't mind Batman sort of behind the scenes, and maybe he's gonna tell you how to stop these villains, or anticipate the next, intelligence, anticipating the next move of some other villain, but bashing them, face to face, that's a little bit over the top.
Yeah. And
That's where he is thinking, out outthinking other people. That should be his primary job when it comes to the Justice League stuff.
right. And so I saw someone someone the other day had a clip of the Jack's Zack Snyder Batman. I don't remember which movie it was from, where he was fighting a bunch of criminals and stuff. And it was kind of a knockdown, drag out fight. And it was like, yeah, it's good in some ways, but other ways it's not.
Is that
And
the saving the Martha
yes,
in the
yes,
warehouse? Yeah, that's
yeah,
that's kind of pushed by some people as the one of the best Batman
yeah.
fights, like the
And
most realistic. And
in some ways I
so,
like it, in some ways I don't. I think I think some of the again, Batman is not super. Batman should be more subtle in his fighting. Again, it's like when he goes at you, he should be crushing you, but he's not going to stand there and trade blows with you. That shouldn't be Batman's fighting style. You know what I mean?
he hits you in the knee or kicks you in the groin, that kind of stuff.
Right. And
Very
he's in the shadows, and it's like, it's like, where did he
Yeah, yeah.
go? And then he's up there and he's doing something else to, he's a master tactician that doesn't have super strength and everything. I mean, he's obviously extremely fit and an able
Mhm.
fighter, but it's not, he can't just sit there and again, this comes in with the whole armored Batman idea. It's like Batman should not be head to toe armored, and they've been making that mistake since the
Well, you know what
1989
it is,
movies.
eh? It's bad writing. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to put the time and effort into making him sneak around and, fly up here or go there, in the shadows, use his stealth and ninja skills. So I
Right.
just put him in armor, and then he can go toe to toe and, bash on people. I think
Right.
that's what their problem is.
Yeah. And again, in the Batman, I thought that they did. I think it was the first fight scene. where he was fighting some guys in I think it was a subway station or something.
Yeah, it's the beginning
And
of the Batman. Yeah,
yeah, and
the thugs.
yeah, that fight, I liked it generally. I'm all again in when you're doing kind of a mysterious Batman story when he is clearly seen, openly for long periods of time by his opponents, it destroys the his most powerful weapon, which is putting fear in the hearts of cowardly criminals, right?
Yeah,
He has to be kind of that hit and run thing. It's like, what the hell just happened to us? I don't know. I saw this I saw this bat thing, and then we're all laid out. That's how Batman should be fighting, to
some of that
maintain
was
this mystique.
yeah, some of that was done. Okay, so first, I didn't like that fight scene that you mentioned in the first because he was sort of standing in front of them and just like, look at
I
me, you're gonna be
Right. That's
scared.
the
He
part I
didn't.
that's the part I don't
Yeah.
like about it.
Okay, so you're the same as me.
Yeah.
But there was some of that in was it the first Batman with Scarecrow of Nolan, where they're always looking around and he appears and disappears, and they're like, "Oh, the
Mhm.
bat's here," and they're crapping their pants, and they're looking at the ceiling trying to find him. I mean,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
some of that.
that's how it should be. And even in the 1989 Batman, the first, where he's going after the thugs or whatever, when he's lifting them up and the I'm Batman, scene. And again, even though that guy saw him relatively clearly, the way that they handle it, it's like, the guy was like traumatized by it,
Yeah,
because he was the overall effect of what he was doing carried through with the intimidation and everything, and I love that. And in the Nolan one, I agree that they kind of when someone is able to be going at Batman like clearly, like, yeah, we're going toe to toe with this guy. That's failed then at that point. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
failed.
liked it from the respect that it was like he wasn't just owning these guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like if Batman's going toe to toe with three guys, he should be getting, he's getting some hits, on him. He's not superhuman. He's not even Captain America level. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so I
No,
think they had it right in some ways, but missed on others.
so PB's mentioning the video games. I mean, I think the video games probably. I mean, not that I played them. Of course, I've seen lots of clips and stuff. Yeah, that's the kind of the way that Batman should fight: grapple gun, come up on high, fly down, melee brawl, punch him a couple times, take off. Go somewhere
Hmm.
else. That's the kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Batman, the Batman 2. It is Batman Part 2 might be the name of it. It's been called Vengeance so far. That's its working title or whatever secret title or something. But who knows if that'll be the real title? What's your thoughts? Are you cautiously optimistic on this one, or is this
Yeah. I
30%?
let me put it at 60% right now, positive. And like I said, if the Joker's involved, it goes down to a lot lower, 10%, let's say. And if Two Face is involved, it goes up to about 90. So I think it has potential still. I didn't like
Yeah,
emo
I
Batman
agree with
that much,
that.
or emo Bruce Wayne. But maybe that works. I kind of that's the one thing I thought Nolan did do well was they played up the Playboy Bruce Wayne, you know, act that he does.
Yeah,
That's classic.
being a jerk
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
and yeah, being yeah, detective mode and then super ninja mode, and we haven't seen enough ninja mode, right? He should be hiding more and popping out and all that
right.
stuff.
Yeah, he should be a stealth based guy.
Stealth based
Yeah,
fighting guy. Yeah, exactly.
yep,
Shows up, punches you a few times, then disappears, and you're like, "What? Where did that come from?" And then hits you from the back.
yep.
So yeah, Q2 has been talking about this. I've been, we've talked about it offline sometimes. Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah. So this movie might be some sort of combination or of Mask of the Phantasm, Halloween, those type of storylines. The Tim Burton Batman was bulletproof, if you remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mentioned that. And I don't like it. It overdoes things. Um, I it I don't think Batman should have no protection. You know, he's not stupid, but his again, the character's supposed to be fast and stealthy. He can't be running around in heavy armor. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
All right. Let's move on. All right. So this is a little bit of a sad one for me here. So Terminator Zero. Have you heard of this, Cam?
No.
So it had one. It's an animated one season, and it got canceled, which is kind of a shame. The critics loved it. The people loved it. It was getting rave reviews, but I guess Netflix said not enough.
Huh.
It's set in the.
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, I heard about it a little bit a while ago, but I haven't watched it. So it's set in the Terminator universe, but in Japan, slightly before, some months before 1997, before Judgment Day. So the idea is that there's a scientist developing a rival AI that's meant to rival Skynet, and there's a Terminator sent back in time to eliminate this guy, and then a resistance fighter travels back to protect the guy. So somewhat similar storyline, but none of the other characters, from the original, a whole new set of characters. People raving about it, saying it's really good, but it didn't survive. But if you just want to watch the first season, Netflix, it's pretty much self-contained, no massive cliffhanger, so you're not going to be like watching the end of the season, go, oh damn, what happens? But they did set up for an additional season, and they had another 2 seasons. The showrunner was talking. Had a good arc for season 2 and 3, but it's good the way it is. But it's too bad. So that's kind of. We like to get some good animation in there.
Well, I guess I'm generally interested in this, and I've never heard of it before. So maybe that's part
Netflix.
of the problem.
You can check it out. I think there's a lot of good in the Terminator universe that you could do, but you got to keep it. The latest couple of movies are just gonna too much and going too far. I think do you remember the Sarah Connor Chronicles?
I never watched it, but I remember it. Yeah.
I think even that was better than some of the something different. It was a little uneven, and but it was doing something different. Trying to fill a hole in, but it had a great story. It could have resonated a franchise. Yeah, I think so too. I think the Terminator franchise is, kind of dead. They beat it to a pulp with the last 3 movies, which were subpar to say the least. But they Netflix killed it. They have a history of killing good shows. And they might have, keeping it going might have brought in more people like us who hadn't seen it and hadn't heard of it. And we're like, oh. But, when you cut down one season, it makes it a little bit tougher. All right. Now, Cam, apparently, I understand that Madman has put you on a new anime or something. Is that true? All right. I'd like to play I'm going to play the trailer for this. Those of you who are watching, not watching live, we may have to kill this afterwards. This is probably going to get copyright struck. But I watched the trailer; it's pretty cool. So I'd like to put it up there. Let's and you could talk a little bit about this. What have you seen? The first couple episodes? How many?
You're talking about
what episodes
Forever?
have you seen?
Yeah, I've now watched, I think, 10 episodes.
10? Oh wow, you're quite far along. Okay, let me just back. Oh no, I'm gonna go through that stuff. All right, let's get start right here. All right, let's do it. There might not be, probably not going to be any sound again. I can hear the sound, but you guys can't. But I think there's a.
Oh, there's sound.
こたびはよくぞ魔王を打ち倒した。これで世界に平和な時代が訪れよう。
僕たちには
Are
そ
you
う
hearing the sound?
長いものに
Yes.
なるんだろうね。
See, there is sound.
僕は君たちと冒険ができてよかっ
分かっていたのに。
あなたはらしい子です。
た。僕の故郷の花でね、
なんでもっと
とても美しいんだ。
知ろうと思わなかったんだろう。
フリーレン、いつか君に見せてあげたい。
行こうか。
Okay. I think that trailer accurately previews what this series is, at least for what I've seen so far. I'm really enjoying it right now. I kind of like, I watched the first a couple episodes. I'm like, this is strange. It was like, this is really not strange, like in a weird way or bizarre or anything like that. It's just like, this is unusual to see a show like this. Maybe not that unusual in anime in general, but if you just took a look at it, you'd be like, well, that was different than I was expecting. But it's going to be a tug on your heartstrings kind of thing. I think probably by the end of the first season, I'm imagining that's going to ramp up even more than it is now. But you get that in the first couple episodes already. And the last storyline that, that just wrapped up for me, I think it wrapped up in episode 9 or something. It was like, there was an element to it, and I was like, oh my God, I can't, this is so not typical of what the schlock is that we have today. There is a dubbed version, Death Angel Shadow. I'm watching it.
No dubbing, no dubbing.
I'm watching the sub version.
Sub's way better.
Yeah, and obviously you have to pay full attention to it because you'll miss what's going on if you don't read the dialogue every second. But there was this whole point made in this, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm like, oh, thank God, this is this is perfect. This is the message the world needs right now. And they're not soft soaping it. It's just like well, I don't want to spoil it, but in a world of wishy-washy, oh, well, maybe this isn't so bad or whatever. It's like, nope, this is evil. And this is what you do to evil. It was so refreshing to see that portrayed clearly. I was almost, jumping up and cheering.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So thumbs up, thumbs down.
Absolutely thumbs up at this point. I mean, it's in the A zone, a letter grade A, or 9.5, however you want to look at it, kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
high praise.
Yeah, and I haven't seen the whole first season yet, so something could happen. But as of right now, 10 episodes in, I'm loving it. But I think there's 28 in the first season, and the second season's already started. So there's a lot to it. Weatherman says American dub actors are terrible. No doubt.
I agree. Generally,
yeah.
Some of them. I mean, not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're bastardizing it either.
Yeah, they change the words sometimes.
Yeah,
Japan's pissed about that.
But
he's pretty knowledgeable about this. Both sub and dub versions are very well done, he says. Okay.
Yeah, if they're sticking to the story, that's the biggest thing, rather than the particular voices. But the one thing I was telling a friend about this today, and he's like, because I was trying to describe it, and I said, this is it's not a regular hero's journey kind of story, it's which we would generally detract. I said it's kind of like a slice of life. That's not really accurate either, but this isn't a spoiler because you find this out right away. But it's like the big event. that I know about, at least to this point. You start off after. It's like it starts off in the aftermath, which they showed there. I mean, in the trailer.
That's like I don't know anything about this. I haven't seen any of this. It's pretty obvious they've defeated some demon, and now they're like, oh, okay, now what? What do we do? Everyone back to their lives.
Yes, and it's so it's different. It's really different. Literally, it's like they were on a 10-year quest to do, and it's like they accomplished it. It's like that's where the show starts out, is we did it.
So the show is all of them, and getting old, and
well,
tending their garden and stuff, and just living the quiet life. I'm hoping not.
No,
something there.
That would be the case if it was a slice of life. That would be it. But it's not. There, it's
tomatoes is not really.
No, it's. I mean, I guess I would say that it's meaningful. It's like, it's meaningful. The stories they're telling have substance.
And where are you seeing this?
Where is it? Is it on Crunchyroll?
I'm sure Q2 would let us know if. So Weatherman and Q2 have both seen it. They sound. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but seems to me like you guys are both saying it's good from your comments in the chat. So recommend it or not, that's what I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Weatherman says a little long in the tooth, but interesting. I think it's definitely interesting. I'm not feeling it as long. I mean, there is a lot, but I'm not watching the episodes going, oh man, come on, can you get through this? At least not yet. Someone else was talking about, they're like, yeah, this is the best representation of an elf. The concept being elves are extremely long-lived, right? And how they would deal with that versus non-elves,
So Crunchyroll, Netflix, Amax is X, and Amazon. All right.
Wow, it's all over. No, I as of right now, though, I would definitely recommend it.
All right. I'm going to get into it then. All right. Let's go back and let's one more, and then we have another one. Okay, Cam?
As has been pointed out many times, I am deficient in my knowledge and watching of Stargate.
So you've never watched any of the Stargate?
I saw the movie.
Right, yeah. But not that you haven't really watched the TV show.
One episode.
Not one episode? Oh, I've seen lots of episodes, but it'd be like it's on TV and I'm watching it, so like out of order and not like sitting down and do it. But anyway, they are rebooting it apparently. This is something fairly new. Not much is known.
I did hear about that.
November, I think it came out. Amazon is a brand new entry into the Stargate franchise. There's not much information out there, but there's talk about the people who are involved. Let's see. This one was a consultant on Atlantis and the Universe spin-off shows. He's behind the series, but a lot of the old creative team is involved. Joseph Malzotti, who was a sort of figurehead, executive producer and writer. Brad Wright. So who knows? It might be the guy, the head guy who wrote a couple episodes from the from Stargate Atlantis, stuff like that. So development finalized in 2024. Not much else is being said in this article, but they're bringing it back. Who knows? Weatherman's read every book and movie, most of the series. What are your thoughts on this? Then you reboot? Yes, no. Jeff's seen every episode. He likes it. You can see Stargate on TV, Amazon, Netflix, Well, what do you think about a reboot? Or I mean, I don't know that this is a reboot, but sorry, another Stargate show, I should say, in that universe. We don't know if it's a reboot, if they're doing something different. I would assume they're doing something different because they've already got a couple of different. They've already had Atlantis and universe, so why not do something different? Why redo the whole thing? Why not just redo it? But why not? Why would you redo it? I should say, but I'm not sure. All right, this is kind of new, so we don't have much information, but yeah. All right. Lastly, Cam, I stole this from Madman. There is apparently Tubi has taken a whole bunch. Oh, let me get the list here. There's some I don't know, 50, 70. Let me just a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, some 100 titles or something like that in that area of various cartoons that are coming to Tubi. What do you think of this, Cam?
I think that's pretty awesome. This is a lot of good
All right,
stuff.
Great. Let's end the show. Oh no, wait, come on. Got to give me a little more than that.
Well, you want to go through the whole list? I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, there is like 100 of them. I think over 100. I don't know.
Yeah,
just
some of these go back a long time too.
Pick out some of your favorite ones, and we'll just I
want to watch Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about The Adventures of Batman?
That was a relatively new one, right?
I don't know. This is
Brave and the Bold was Batman. Brave and the Bold was relatively new.
I got 4 pages of this, so this is the first. So we can't talk about them all.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me tangent for 1 second. Isn't Batman the animated series on Amazon now? Didn't that just come up? I think so.
I don't know if it has.
I heard it came up on something. It was either Amazon or something I've got. but
Q2 is more knowledgeable. I'm stealing this from him.
Q2.
100 titles are coming. Warner, Hanna-Barbera, DC. Animated. 100. It's like I think it's over 100.
Barely see this.
Basically, about 100.
I mean, there's a lot on here that I would be happy to watch. Let's see.
Such as.
Okay, let me go
Aquaman.
to Aquaman. Let's see. Adamant. That's a classic. Batman Brave and Bold here was good. I never saw it. Beware the Batman. I think that was a younger kids one. Let's see. Captain Caveman. Oh,
Captain Caveman. Yeah.
Captain Planet. No, I'm not gonna watch Captain Planet.
No.
Dragon's Lair. Oh, that's interesting.
Dragon's Lair, is that on there? Oh yeah. Oh, that cartoon. I remember that.
Dukes of Hazzard, the animated series.
Dukes of Hazzard. Are these replays of the old series? Yeah, this is all the old stuff. Tubi got access to them or whatever. I don't know. They bought
all right. I'm still going there. I'm going to call out the ones that I like. Hong Kong Phooey, Justice League.
Hong Kong Phooey. Okay, tell me. Wait, are you on the next page? Let me.
I'm reading the list you sent me because I can't read what you got on screen.
Right.
Johnny Quest.
Quest. Oh yeah.
Legion of Superheroes.
What about the Justice League?
Justice League. Justice League Action. I don't remember what that one was. I think I don't know what that is. I think it was a
Grape Ape.
I remember that from way back, but it's not. I couldn't say it's my favorite or anything. McGilly Gorilla. I'll take that. Paddington Bear. I don't remember ever seeing a Paddington Bear show, but I like Paddington.
There's one coming up that you like.
Pebbles and Bam Bam. The one where they're like rock stars. Pinky and the Brain. Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the original. Ricochet Rabbit. I remember that one. Smurfs. I love Smurfs. Super Friends.
Classic.
Supernatural animated series, really. Teen Titans. No, I actually don't like.
Which Teen Titan is that?
I imagine that's the early.
It's not Teen Titans Go because that's Teen Titans Go. That's the really goofy one.
Yeah, but I actually like Teen Titans Go. I think it's kind of funny because I'm one of these people that don't like Teen Titans, so I kind of like Teen Titans Go because just to spite people that like Teen Titans. Sorry, everybody, because I hear all of the fans of Teen Titans getting upset. It's like, oh, they're not doing it right. It's like, no, you didn't do it right. The thing that you like isn't doing it right. But that's just my personal, let's see. New Adventures of Superman, Plastic Man, no. Adventures on Quest, Super Globetrotters.
How about
Tom and Jerry?
How about The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest?
Okay, they had their other. I don't know which that one is. If that's a newer one, they had Johnny Quest, just flat out Johnny Quest up there, which is weirdo classic. But Tom and Jerry, I like Tom and Jerry, classic Tom and Jerry. There's a bunch on here. Top Cat, I didn't like Top Cat. Unikitty, that was a funny show.
I don't know that one.
It's from the Lego movie Unikitty, but it's
okay. I know
it's the same. It's the same character, but it's like that.
Yeah.
This show was.
They even had a show.
Yeah, it was like a played in weird places and stuff. It's insane, that show. It's not exactly the same. It's the same character, but it's kind of tangential to the Lego movie.
Angry and
it's pretty funny though.
That is a funny character. I mean, I would like to. I didn't even know that they had a kid would probably want to watch that.
Yeah,
I'm getting angry.
And a bunch of Yogi Bear stuff looks like, which I'm not a huge fan of.
The chat is catching up with us. Plastic Man, Hong Kong Phooey.
I don't like Plastic Man.
The Plastic Man Comedy Adventure Hour was called, or something like that. I don't know what.
Yeah,
that might be less Plastic Man and more on the comedy part, which might.
Astro and Space Modes. Yeah, it's a combination. This goes 40 years of cartoons here. This is an impressive list.
So it's a new Johnny Quest. They already have the classic one.
They don't have the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon in here.
Weatherman own some of those on DVD. Oh, well, now none of us have to suffer because we don't. We can just watch them starting March 1st.
So wait a minute. I never used Tubi. Is Tubi on demand, or is it just are they just playing this
No, it's on demand.
You got to get their app.
You can choose your stuff. Now it's got commercials though, right? You can just watch it from your computer or wherever. You can.
Okay, I need bathroom breaks.
It's a commercial, but it'd be just like watching, TV back in the old days, except you can choose what you want to watch.
Or YouTube that has. Okay, you want to hear a quick story?
Yeah,
I was trying to relax on my couch, in my office, and watch a video while doing so, and it was like an hour and a half video. Every 5 minutes, friggin' commercials came up. But that's not the worst part. At one point, I dozed off, and I woke up, and I'm like, "What the hell is this on here?" It was a commercial. The commercial was 56 minutes long. 56 minutes.
Wow,
that's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's obnoxious. Really obnoxious.
It's annoying. YouTube's getting kind of Jabberjaw. I didn't see any Jabberjaw. Free but commercials. Yeah, I mean, the commercials are, I think they're about 2 minutes long. Stuff that I've watched, it's basically the same as, watching TV back in the old days.
I should probably just turn this on and just let it go, because. Well, I think I mentioned a while back that I was watching Speed Racer. Oh, wait, Jeff, is Death Angel Shadow still here? Quick. I was gonna say Speed Racer would be a good role playing game. Remind me to talk about that at some other time. But Speed Racer, I've been just watching that on loop like basically every night, which is a good time. And a lot of these I'm sure would be too, but I'm sure some of them would also be kind of painful to see at this point. But hey, nostalgia trip here.
Yeah,
like it. I love it.
So Jeff, I'm sure if you play with the algorithm, somehow you could get all those commercials. Maybe I don't know how you do that. If you just want to get all the cereal commercials, Tubi has a short commercial break. I
don't mind short commercials.
It's
these just incessant, man.
It seemed, I haven't watched a lot of Tubi, but what I have watched, it seemed like a normal commercial break from back when, you're watching network television.
Mm-hmm.
So, not too much, but, the right amount, I guess, if there is a right amount for commercials. All right. Is there any other ones you want to comment on?
No, I think I
Trying to
kind
get
of
it-
called out
move around, go back. No.
the highlights.
So March 1st, can't do it till March 1st. You gotta wait. But it'll be it's not that far away. It's only less than 15 days, less than 2 weeks away. Follow your nose. Yes, you should. It always knows. It does. Weatherman watched a lot of Speed Racer. Okay. Many tools will be added, adding more classic speed buggy premieres this afternoon. Really? All right. Well, it's interesting. Okay. So, yeah, a little bit of nostalgia bait. You want to get back to that?
Who's gonna do the retrospective on every one of these?
Yeah. We got to get right on that.
Full-time job.
And then Tom chased Jerry, and then just like last time. All right. Okay. What did we miss? All right, that's it. That's a wrap up. Okay, so I'm gonna be in the I'm gonna go to the chat. Sorry, not the chat. I'll be in the after show if anybody wants to hang out there after the show. Yeah, is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we end up, Cam? I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
For this show, hope you guys enjoyed it.
Chill.
It was a
chill hangout.
pretty chill. Yeah, we're trying this chill thing. Oh, next week, it's movie night next week.
Oh, do we have?
So what movie
we
are we
have a
gonna
choice?
watch, Cam? Do you know?
I haven't checked the
Well,
results.
Outland is leading.
Oh, good.
So if anybody wants to watch Zardov, you better get in there and vote a million times.
Please don't.
So that might be the, I'm going to end it off Wednesday. I don't have to end it Wednesday, but vote now. But it looks like Outland is going to be the movie, unless a bunch of people come in and vote the other way.
I don't see that happening, but we'll see.
I don't see that happening too. I'm happy to watch Outland. I think it would be a better movie than Zardov, but I haven't seen either of them. So,
I've seen both.
We're gonna watch. We'll get to everyone eventually. Question is, when. So yeah. So go vote on the Discord if you want to affect which one we watch. Oh, Jeff wants Zardov. Oh, it's going to be one more vote for Zardov. That's not going to be enough. He's going to have to. He's going to have to get some bunch of friends to help him out if he can. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's it for that's what we're doing next week, and I think we're doing something on Babylon 5 again this week, I believe, on Wednesday. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. What are we doing? I already watched the episode, so now I'm a little bit. I usually only watch it Monday or something, so I'm a little bit discombobulated. What did we do last time? Messages from Earth. So this is Point of No Return, I think, right? Episode 9.
Yes.
All right. So what's this one's about, Ken?
Oh my God. It is.
It's about the point of no return.
Yeah. It is. It is one of the best episodes of the series.
Why is that?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to spoil things.
Well, I saw it already.
Oh, did you?
I think I watched it.
If you don't think it's one of
watched
the
it
best,
last week.
then quit your life.
I'm trying to remember. There's so many shows. It's about this point.
This and the
No
following.
Return.
The next two episodes.
It's a follow up from. Yeah, I was complaining last week about they better do something with this. It's about the Night Watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Guest stars Majel Barrett, and it's about the Night Watch, and of course Majel Barrett. So the main threads are Majel Barrett is she's a Cardassian. She's the Emperor's third wife. Not Cardassian, Centauri. She's the Emperor's third wife, and she comes and Londo wants to meet her, and he wants to talk about his fate, and hopefully get a different fate from her or something, and avoid his fate, he says. And it's also about the Night Watch. Am I wrong here, or what? You want to add anything to that? No.
No, that's
That's pretty much it. So it's a pretty good episode. Yeah, I've seen it, and yeah. Well, we'll talk about it on Wednesday, but yeah, it should be good. We're getting into the good stuff. This episode 9. Well, as I've said this before, episode 10 is the highest rated episode on IMDb. Severed Dreams, the next one, and the second highest is the last episode from this season, Zahadum. So this is. Would you say that season 3 is the best season, Cam? Would you?
Yes.
So this is the best season. We're getting into these last messages from Earth. This one are kind of lead ups, and then we got 7 and 9, 10, 11.
To be accurate, I think the middle, like from right now until the middle of season 4, is like the peak.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they're all good.
Yeah. Pretty much, for the most part. I mean, there might be a dud in there or two, but not much.
Oh, yeah.
We're in full on campaign mode,
All right, so come and join us every day. Yeah, no wonder Dean snagged him. Yeah, Dean is smart. He's not. Yep. He's not stupid. He's smart. All right. Okay, so let me just. I'm not good at this. All right, let's do the. I keep forgetting. Let's do our. I'm gonna just play this real quick. Our affiliates. There's no no voice. You can keep talking. Everyone can hear us while we're talking about. Yeah. Check out all of our affiliates, like Nerd at Night. He's one of our guys. The Bad News Bards. I think you're on that show. I think Cam is that.
Oh yeah, I am.
And this is Q2 Madman. He's got his shows. He's got a new show, and there's a new one. That's Dean's show. Where they talk about they're doing some role playing stuff, and of course that's our show. We've got this show and the of course the Babylon 5 show. Yeah. So next week, movie night. It'll be Zardoff or Outland. It'll probably be Outland. It's trending. People are that's the one that people like, except for Jeff. But he better bring some friends if he wants to put it the other way. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure those showed properly.
What's that?
I'm not sure those showed up properly on screen.
People didn't see them?
It looked weird on my end.
Did it? All right. We'll have to take a look at that.
All right.
It should just cycle through as a background. Yeah. All right. It looked the way it's supposed to on mine. Oh, movie suggestion, Wizards. Okay. Wizards. I got to write that down. The entire Shadow War and the Psycor plot is great. I think that's what we're coming up into. Madman Cafe on Tuesday, episode 6. We're going to be talking about Starfleet Academy. I'm supposed to be on that show too. I've watched the show. I'm just dreading. That show's so bad. My goodness. Jason was on talking about it today. He had a lot of people watching. Okay, I'm not gonna. Should I hide this? I should hide those. I don't want to. I think Outland would probably be better, but I don't like affecting thing. All right, so that's it for the show. I think we covered everything. Did I miss anything, Cam? Like and subscribe on your way out, please. Help us out with the algorithm. We appreciate that, and of course, we appreciate anybody who wants to support us financially, like the Weatherman, who helps us out with memberships.
And when you say us, you mean whatever you spend your few coins on.
Well, we haven't hit the threshold to get paid by YouTube yet, but eventually maybe we will. I think it's $100 you got to hit, and then you get you paid. We'll pay you that amount. So we haven't hit that yet, but yeah, whatever. We'll just keep plugging away. And whatever happens. That's how we operate. All right. Did I miss anything? I think I covered everything. All right. We covered everybody. Thanks so long. Thanks for all the fish. Yeah, thanks. Everyone likes fish. We fish. Oh, I almost forgot. All right. Thanks to we got a super chat coming in at the very end of the show. super chat. Zardoff and jokes. Well, I'm not gonna do. I can't force us to watch Zardoff. The people have to speak, and it'll be whatever the people speak. But of course, you can go and rally for whatever you want, and is campaigning for the movie you want to watch is not illegal. Jokes. We forgot jokes last week, Cam. So we have to do. Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate that. We have to do extra jokes this week. So I think I prepared some extra jokes, ones that are extra bad too as well. So I hope you appreciate. Let me see which is the worst. Okay, these are all. Snob doesn't know where that is from. So long and thanks for all the fish. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, of course I know where that is from. Yeah. Okay, so Cam, let me ask you. Why do space movies make terrible love stories?
I don't know why do space movies make terrible love stories.
Because they're always light years apart.
Okay.
Get it?
Next, please.
It was not very good. Even I could admit that. Let me see here. How many Star Wars fans does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know. How many Star Wars fans does it take to change a light bulb?
None. They prefer to keep it dark side. Of course.
Okay.
What's a wizard's favorite part of a movie?
I don't know. What's a wizard's favorite part of the movie?
The spellbinding scenes, of course. No. And lastly, we end the show. Okay. You have to know the answer to this one. How does an astronaut keep his pants up in space?
I don't know. How does an astronaut keep his pants up?
Oh, come on,
On
Cam.
space.
With an asteroid belt, of course.
Ha ha.
That was the best one
Yeah.
out of all of them. All right, everybody. Thanks for enjoying the show and the last staying with us to the end for the jokes. I hope you appreciated them as much as Cam did. Cam, you love them, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good night, everybody. And we'll see you on Wednesday for Babylon 5 or for movie night next week.
Good night.
I hope to see you. Good night, everyone.